Greetings, greetings. When's the last time you seen me do a live? It's been a while. Woo! A car cam. That's what we used to call these. Y'all remember? Car cams. Just waiting for a few people to check in. I hope that everybody's doing well this morning. I'm up bright and early on a Monday morning. Woo! Wow. Looks like we have a car accident down the road. And I may have to take a diversion. Seems like in the morning time, some people just cannot, for their life, just drive a straight line and make it to destination 1 and destination 2. It's just, seems like it's just impossible for them to do it. I'm gonna stay on this route though. But I titled this State of the Earth. You know, some people do what they call State of the Union. Presidents do that, and they want to tell you the state of the status, you know. And right now, we're going to talk about the status of the earth, because there's a lot of speculations out there. And in those speculations, people feel that they know what's going on, and this is happening, that's happening, this is what's going down. And it's hard for people to drive a straight line. It really is. But anyway, I'm fine. I don't want my stream to stop. I turned a corner and my phone fell out of the holder. But, yeah, you know, the state of the earth. Let's talk about the state of the earth. I remember in the book of Nehemiah, no, not Nehemiah, Zechariah. And it says that the angels had just done their assessment. They said, everything is on course. Everything is in order. Everything is in order. And I want to tell you, when we look at earth, everything is in order. Everything is still in order the way it should be. People we have pestilence, we have diseases, we have wars, we have rumors of wars, we have the hearts of many have waxed cold. To those that are in that 400-year doctrine, you know, when they started that back in 2018, 2019, and I told them, hey, 3 years is going to go by, 4 years is going to go by. And some of them called me a false prophet because I told them what nothing going to happen, and the 400 year had already happened. And I even said then, if I pull up some of the old videos that I did in the car cams, and I said, trust me, 3-4 years is going to go by, and people going to forget about it. And you know, here we are 3 or 4 years later, and people forgot about the 400-year prophecy. You know, it's not that I'm a prophet. It's just I read the Bible. You know, when you read and you know what you're reading, that's it. So the state of the earth is everything is still going on like it is. Everything is happening. Hello, Sister Elizabeth. Everything is going on just like it's supposed to. You still got wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. Some people say, oh, it's global warming and this is happening. Listen, it was cold here in South Florida. And they say, oh, it hasn't been this cold since 19 something. That means it's been cold here before. You know, that means it snowed here before. It's not the first time. We had a little flurries a few weeks ago. Flurries. And people, you know, all of a sudden on YouTube, oh, the Lord is coming, you know? And what I'm saying is, brothers and sisters, we know that the Lord is coming. But the Lord is going to come according to his time. And then you look at every time there's a forest fire, a flood, oh, this is a plague. And all those people during the 400 year back in 2019, 2020, 2021, and oh, Pastor Johnson's a false prophet because he don't see that this is Babylon, America's Babylon. Brothers and sisters, the whole earth is Babylon. The whole earth. The whole earth in Revelations, the whole earth has drunken that wine. Okay? The whole earth has done that. It's not just a little bit of people. I'm fine. I have the phone on a what we call on a stand, and the stand is has zoomed out. There we go, because of the sun. Yeah, but you know, we hear that, and it's just crazy the way people think. Because all of a sudden, because they simply do not read. And you got to read, brothers and sisters. You got to read the book. If you don't read the book, you're going to miss what's happening. Now, what is the state of the earth right now? What's the state of the earth? The state of the earth is this. Okay, here's the state of the earth. You got wars in Ukraine. You got wars in the Middle East. You got things are unsettled in the Asian territories. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on this earth. But Matthew 24 tells you that there's going to be a lot going on. You had a 6-year-old shot a first grade teacher. Took a gun to school and shot a first grade teacher. Y'all saw that on the news. How a sixth grade, a first grader, he's 6 years old, not a sixth grader, a 6-year-old shot his first grade teacher. These are the times that we're in. The hearts of many shall wax cold. And people are always looking for something to be. Is that Sister Queen Cleo? How you doing, my sister? Sister Queen, we will be in Orlando with Pastor Buie January the 21st. We're taking a few buses from South Florida to Orlando on Sabbath, January the 21st. I don't know how far Orlando is from Savannah, but if you ever wanted to travel, have an opportunity to get to meet Pastor Buie, he will be there in Orlando January the 21st. So what's happening? What's happening in the world? What's the state of the earth? The state of the earth, brothers and sisters, is that everything is on course. Just like the Lord said it was. Everything is in its own course. It's going according to plan. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's nothing different, nothing unique, nothing alarming, nothing surprising. But when people don't know the scriptures and they think this is the 400-year prophecy back 3 years ago, and we're leaving. No, it's been 4 years now, 2019. Oh, it's 1619. Even though I gave them all of the evidence and showed them that this ain't the first time somebody thought this. Back in 1960s, they thought that was a 400-year prophecy. Because in 1565, they tracked the first ship coming to America with slaves on So they said, oh, it's 1565, 400 years later, it's 1965, and the Civil Rights Bill was passed. We're free. It's 400 years. I'm telling you the mentality of what people thought then. And it's simply because they don't read and understand the scriptures. People read, but they don't understand. The scripture says, in all of your getting, get understanding. The next big thing, I'm going to keep saying it, the next big thing to happen, brothers and sisters, the next big thing to happen is when that temple is built. It's the tribulation. You're not going to be raptured off. You will not be raptured off. You will go through the tribulation unless you know what to do during the tribulation. That's a subject at a different time. But it's all written in the scriptures. It's all there. It's in plain English. Thank God that he had the scriptures translated in English so that we can understand it. Because he said with stammering lips and other tongues will he reach his people. You just happen to be in America. Guess what? You got the King James Version. Don't fight it. Don't demoralize it. It's what you got. Read it. Understand it. There's enough in that book, and people running after other books. Got no problem reading other books. I know. I have no problem with that. But understand one book. Master that book. And it would take almost a lifetime to master it. Trust me on that. I read that book for 20 some odd years and thought I understood it. Thank God that he brought me across people who knew how to read and understand that book and process it and put this thing together and took the time out to teach me. Shout out to Pastor Henry Buie and my brothers and sisters in the Israel of God. I'm not saying that there's not anybody else. Shout out to my brothers in the house of Jacob. I'm not saying there's not any other brothers. That's just who my tutelage is under. So my point is, brothers and sisters, the state of the earth is everything is on course. That's the state of the earth. The Lord is not going to let man destroy himself. He's not going to do it. In fact, he already told us in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, he already told you during the tribulation, it's going to be like a time like you have never ever seen before. And then he says, except those days be shortened, no flesh will make it. So he's going to shorten those days. And he told you how long he's going to shorten them. To 3.5 years. That's it. And when that happens, he told us what's going to happen. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun should be darkened, the moon, the stars, heaven's going to roll back into like a scroll. When it says roll back like a scroll, meaning, brothers and sisters, that just like you see the old Bible scrolls, they open up, that's what's going to happen. And everybody's going to see them. The kings of the earth are going to mourn. That's the next big thing to happen. Everything else, the state of the earth, is everything's in order. Everything's going like it should be going. I believe it's in Ezekiel, the 8th chapter. There's a story there where people had begun to sigh at the things that they saw. They said, man, I can't believe this. I can't believe what's happening. And they couldn't see the things that were happening. I understand all the things. And from the north, in linen garment. And they had swords. And one had an inkhorn. This is a cursor of what's going to happen on the earth. And it says righteous, basically those that are signed. I mean, like, I can't believe this is going on. Means turn away from the Lord. Go down there and mark them on their forehead. Then told the other one with, after he did that with the writer's inkhorn, then those that had swords, go down and kill. Don't spare. And start in the church. Start in the house of the Lord. Start there first. And this is what's going to happen, brothers and sisters. This is what's happening today, is that people are signed. They can't believe that you got first graders, 6 years old, walking into a school with a gun, and when the teacher pisses them off, they pull it out and shoot them. Who would ever thought? I'm not surprised. I'm just not. It's just the way that the earth is moving toward, according to the scriptures. In South Florida right now, you cannot get in an argument with anybody on the roadway, because they might pull out a gun and shoot you. So you know what you do? If you accidentally pull in somebody's lane, man, I got my window down, I'm waving my hand, I'm sorry, hey, go ahead, because you just don't know what people are going to do today, because the hearts of many have waxed cold. Arguing over a parking spot. Last night I was charging my vehicle, and I got rid of my gas vehicle because I'm local, and I just said, I'm tired of gas prices. So I got an electric vehicle, and I was charging it, and I couldn't charge it at home because I got work done in my garage, and I couldn't charge it. So I had to go to a charging place. Now, usually, there is what they call charging courtesy. They talk about people who have electric vehicles. There's an expectation that those people will be a lot more courteous of individuals, right? Well, so I'm parked, and there's an empty space beside me, and then there's another car. Well, one car was pulling up, and I guess the gentleman was going to back in, so he passed the spot. And the lady whipped in the parking space. Just whipped right in. And when she whipped into the parking space, the man gets out. He's on the other side. He gets out. Hey, lady, I was getting ready to pull in that parking space. What are you doing? Get out of the way. She says, no. You passed it. You should have pulled in. And they're arguing. You know what I did? I got up out of my car. I got out. Because I didn't know if shots are going to start being fired. I got out of my car. And I walked away. And they both knew, like, uh-oh, he thinks something going down. I don't know what's going down. But my mind expects anything to go down. Anything to happen at any given time. Anything can happen. So you know what? I said, let me not get away from here. Let me get away from here. If I could have pulled out, but my car was connected. If I could have pulled out, I would have got out of the way. Because I don't know what those people are going to do. And they were Gentiles. But the way they were arguing, let me say this, man. Let me get up out of here. I didn't even want to be dealing with that. And so the state of the earth is, we got what we got. And we're going to have what we have. And things are not getting better. We got people who say, hey, it's 400 years, let's get out of here. Let's go to Africa. Let's go back to our homeland. But the earth is the Lord's. And the Lord's going to set up Zion. Where you going at? You can't go no place until he sets up Zion. And then he says when he returns, I will gather Israel one by one from the place you have been scattered. You can't do it. Let him do it. He knows what to do. Then you got people leaving back in 2018, 2019, 2020, some left in 2021, going to Africa, and guess where they are right now? Right back. Well, yeah, things didn't work out. Why? You said that's the place that the Lord said go. I ain't gonna call out no names, but people said, hey, I'm going, and you left jobs, left everything to go to Africa. Got no problem going to Africa. Got no problem going to wherever you want to live at. But you can't say you're going there because of prophecy. If you're going to go there and live, go there and live. But if you say you're going there for prophecy, and if your prophecy ain't right, things don't go, then things ain't going to go right when you get there. And they did not go right for a lot of people. You got people on makeshift inner tubes and boats and rafts trying to get to America, standing in line, trying to get to America, fleeing from where they are, trying to get to a place that it's not the best place on earth, but it surely is not the worst place on earth either. And it don't matter where you go at. It don't matter where you go at, brothers and sisters. The earth is on course. It's on course. All right, Sister Elizabeth, be blessed. The earth is still on course, brothers and sisters. Ain't nothing. It don't matter where you go at. It's still on course. I was looking at a YouTube last night, and the brothers talking about Ghana. Said everybody's trying to get to Ghana, and he showed the slum areas of Ghana, and it was horrible the way people have to live. Are there good areas? Yes. Is there bad areas in the United States? Yes. What's the moral of that? There's good and bad areas all on this earth. All on this earth. So if you're going to move and live someplace, move there because that's what you want to do. But if you're doing it because you think it's prophecy, I'm telling you, you are mistakenly wrong. And again, I told people that in 2019, 2020, I got argued down. I was a false prophet. And I said, listen, time will tell. Time will tell. We'll be in 2023 and you're still not going nowhere. And guess what? Except for those that sold everything they had and went, and now they're coming back, you still ain't going nowhere because it don't fit the book. The 400-year doctrine of that is today does not fit the Bible. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And again, it's not because I'm a prophet. It's because I read the Bible. I read the book. I've learned how to read it. I've learned how to understand it. Not to be reading to be reading. But as we're taught in the Israel God, we study by subject and we study by title. Then you'll understand things. You'll get it. You'll know what to do. You know how to explain it because you got scriptures to back you up. And it's just that simple. That's what you have to learn how to do, brothers and sisters. That's what you got to learn how to do. Or get around somebody that's doing it. And certainly, that's what we're trying to do right here at Bethel BHG-TV. Israel of God, the Bethel class here in South Florida. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get this thing right. January the 21st, we'll be taking 2 chartered buses to Orlando. Pastor Buie will be flying in. He will be the guest speaker that day. So Our Orlando class is getting ready. I'll be teaching in the Orlando class this weekend. Um, I'll be up there and looking forward to that. Son's got me. I'll be up there for that this weekend. Going to take the family up and spend some time with my brothers and sisters in Orlando. I'll be the guest speaker up there. I don't know who's coming to South Florida or if anybody's coming to South Florida. I got to look at the schedule. I know, being that this is probably one of the warmest places in the country, there's somebody that wants to fly here and teach. So we're going to see who that is. And then again, we're taking 2 chartered buses, brand new buses, 2 brand new chartered buses. We're going to fill them up, and we made the announcement last week, and we already had just about 1 bus full, 45 people the first day. Then we're going to stop at West Palm Beach. We're going to be picking up some of our members there. We're going to meet at a designated spot and find out where we're going to meet at. And we're going to pull over at a safe shopping center area where everybody parks their cars safely and secure them. And we're going to pick them up and get back on the road and get to Orlando. Bethel's Praise and Worship is going to be leading the service at 12:30. We're taking our musicians, we're taking our instruments, and again, that's going to be on January the 21st. We're leaving Hallandale 7:30 in the morning. We expect to be in West Palm Beach by 8:15, 8:30, and then we'll be right back on the road. Be right back on the road to get to Orlando. And we want to get there early enough. If we get there real good and early, we're going to hit the street, some of the brothers, and do some street ministry, do some evangelism. And then service starts again at 12:30 with the singing, and Pastor Buie will be up by 1 o'clock or 10 minutes to 1. He'll be up, ready to go. So thank you for tuning in this morning. I haven't done this in a while, done a car cam. Shout out to all of you all. And we will talk later, my brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings to you all. Have a great day.